Hello everyone, this side Shikha brought to you the textual part of another poem from our course book New Broadway. In this video, I'll discuss the question answer of the poem Invention of Shoes. Question number 1, which of the following actually happened? Some instances from the story has been given here and we have to find out that actually happened. A is King Hobu threatened his minister and courtiers with punishment if they did not find a solution to his problem. B is King Hobu punished his minister and courtiers for not finding a solution to his problem. C. Gobu consulted the wise men of the land. D. Millions of brooms were brought to sweep the dust away. E. All the water in the land was used to douse down the earth. F. The whole land was covered with mats. G. King Hopu was shut up in a completely enclosed chamber. H. The earth was swung up in a sack. I. The leatherman's chief made a pair of shoes for King Hobu. J. The leatherman's chief was imprisoned. Now we have to choose that our correct option, and the answer is A, C, D, E and I. These are the answer and instances that actually happened in the poem. Question number 2. When the poem opens, what kind of mood is King Hobu in and why? The answer is when the poem opens, King Hobu is angry and upset. He had been pondering upon the problem that whenever he walks on the street, his feet are dirtied by dust. He felt there was a plot to upset him. So the problem was getting his feet dirtied by the dust of earth, and he was thinking that somebody is making any kind of plot against him. Question number 3. What effect did the king's threat have on Gobu? The courtiers and the pundits pick out the words and phrases that show the effect it had on them. Answer is Gobu. The courtiers and the pundits are terrified on hearing King Hobu's threat, and Gobu broke into a cold sweat with fright. Courtiers lay sleeplessly, tossing all the night, and pundits grew pale. And what was the threat of the king? That all will get punishment if they are not going to find a solution of his problem. Question number 4. Explain the context in which King Hobu made the following remarks. Some remarks by King Hobu had been made after looking at the advices, the implementation and the result of his problem, and we have to tell the context of those remarks. First remark was, can't you tackle the dirt? The King Hobu made this remark when the wise man told him that if the earth's crust was clear of the dust, no food grains could be grown. So the king asked the wise man why they could not tackle the lack of food grains. Somebody has given the advice to remove the first layer of earth, and like this we can save king's feet to get dirty. But on this, wise man told that if we remove the first layer of the earth, then we will not be able to grow the food grains. On this, King Hobu made this remark that you all are the wise person and you can tackle this problem. Next remark, to clear the dust, they have added more. The answer is instead of clearing the dust, sweeping the earth had resulted in raising too much dust. When the first layer of mud on the land was cleaning with thousands of the brooms, the whole atmosphere became dusty, and on this situation, King Hobu made this remark. Next remark is, this army of asses has turned all the dust to morasses. Morasses means the area of wetland. The answer is the wise man's solution of using all the water in the land to douse down the earth had resulted in turning the whole land into marshy area. When the atmosphere became dusty because of the sweeping, then to settle down that dust, thousands bucket of water poured down on the land, and because of that water, the complete land turned in a marshy or slippy area. Next remark, it would guard my feet, but how could I govern my realm? The answer is the wise man's solution was to keep the king's chamber enclosed so that no dust or grime would enter. The king felt it would solve the problem, but he would not be able to rule his people. By making this remark, king wanted to thank to the advisor who advised him to close himself in a chamber, but the king was saying that how I will be able to come out to take care or to govern my kingdom like this. Question number 5. Towards the end of the poem, Gobu says, this was in my head, but how could the blighter have guessed? What does this refer to? Do you think he had really thought of this? The answer is this refers to the solution to the problem that led to the invention of shoes? No, Gobu had not really thought of the solution. He only said so to sound smart. So, the advice to cover King's feet by inventing the shoes is the solution given by the chief of Leatherman, and Gobu wanted to present himself as smart before everyone. That's why he said this. Question number 6. Think of 3 words each to describe King Hobu, Minister Gobu, and the Leatherman's chief. The answer is King Hobu, powerful, demanding, and scornful. Minister Gobu, scared, foolish, and shy. And Leatherman's chief was clever, practical, and wise. So these words are describing the personality of King Hobu, Gobu, and Leatherman's chief. Question number 7. If you had been King Hobu's minister, how would you have solved the king's problem? See, the answer may vary depending on the thinking of different student. Here I am giving you one answer. If I was King Hobu's minister, I would have solved the problem by going to its root at the beginning and telling the king that what he needed was something to cover his feet and protect him from all the other dust. I would have tried to design shoes for the king. So like this, you can make your own answer and write. Question number 8. Exaggeration is a statement or description that makes something large, better, worse, or more important than it really is. The poem has a stronger effect on us because of exaggeration. For example, the poet says in stanza 4 that the wise man took 19 barrels of snuff. Pick out other examples of exaggeration in this poem. The answer is by millions of brooms. Some 2 million watermen came. The sun disappeared in the haze. They drained all the lakes to fill water bags, to sweep the earth in a sack. These are the examples of exaggeration in the poem. Question number 9. A pun is a cleverous or humorous use of a word that has more than one meaning or of words that have different meanings but sound the same. In stanza 1, for example, the king says, "My own soil to soil me." Here the first word soil refers to dust and the second soil means to dirty. Explain the puns in the sentences below. The puns are underlined. Some sentences have been given here and one word is underlined, that is called pun, means that word is having two meanings. We have to find out those two meanings for one word. First sentence is, he sat 7 days without water made 1 week. Here the word week is a pun word. Next is, deciding where to bury him was a grave decision. Grave is a pun word here. Next is, what's black and white and red all over. And next is, a newspaper. Here red is a pun word. Next sentence, agriculture in India continues to be growth industry. Here growth is having two meanings. And the last sentence is, when John Major became Prime Minister of Britain, newspaper called it a major success. Now we have to find out two words for major. Answer of question number 9. Week is having two meaning, weak in health and 7 days of week. Next word is grave, that refers to both a serious decision and a place to bury. Next word red refers to the color red and also to the past tense of read, here the newspaper. The next one word is growth, and here it refers to growing in terms of progress and also growing crops. And the last word major refers to both name of the person and something very important. Came to the last question of the poem. Find a rhyming word in the poem for each of the following words and add one rhyming word of your own. One has been done for you. Some words have been given here and we have to find out two more rhyming or same sound word for that word. One is done, just, dust, thrust. The next word is draw. The rhyming word will be straw, caw. Next word is night and the rhyming word will be fright and light. Next word is tears and rhyming words are fierce and peers. Next is first, worst, burst. Next one, dearth, worth, mirth. Next word is down and the rhyming words will be town and clown. The next one is sore, more, core. Next word is course, doors, pores. And the last word gassed will be rhymed with dressed and blast. So with this question we have completed the textual part of this poem. We'll meet again.